Yeah, I think that's probably a good way to put it. I think we were, we know we had to get out there and put in a good performance with the ball for have any sort of chance of chasing down a score in the fourth innings. I think we couldn't have bowled much better really in terms of getting the mate down. Obviously, really important that we get too cheaply in the morning at some point. But from as far as the session could go, we're really pleased with how it went. Yeah, definitely. We know he's obviously a big player for them. I suppose when you're behind the game with a deficit and they've got a lead like that going into that third innings, you want to make it. Make sure you get their big players as soon as you can. So to get them two, both Babar and Azam, was really pleasing. Yeah. I honestly had no idea whether he was able to bowl or ready to bowl. I know I've seen him bowl in the warm-ups and stuff, and he seemed to be going fine doing that. So not overly surprised that he could do what he does. It's Ben Stokes. We know he's capable of miracles. So I think obviously the longer he's had to recover and get a little bit of bowling in warm-ups has probably helped. But nice to see him back with the ball in hand. Yeah, he's got a bit of a golden arm, hasn't he? He always has, I think, and he's got a knack of picking up wickets. But when you're in a bit of a dogfight, he's the sort of player that you want on your team. He'll always put his hand up and give 110%, and he certainly did that and picked up a couple of good wickets. Yeah, he's a very good bowler, and he picks up wickets, doesn't he? Which is, I suppose, is the beauty for them and for Pakistan. He's attacking. He's an attacking leg spinner. He's always bringing in the stumps. He hasn't got a huge amount of different deliveries. He has got a googly, but it doesn't seem like he's been bowling it that often. But he's quite, when he's on the stumps and he's spinning like that, you're obviously worried about both edges a little bit. So, he's a good bowler. We're going to have to play him well. As I said, try and be proactive and try and put the pressure back on them. There is always that pressure, with spinners bowling in the fourth innings. There is pressure on them as well. So, we'll try and remember that. And if we can put them under pressure and make them feel it a little bit, then that will hopefully work in our favour. Yeah, I think the seamers will provide a bit of a different challenge. Obviously, the pitch has showed a little bit of invariable bounce, hasn't it? So, we're going to have to be on our toes there with that. They've got a good balanced attack, haven't they? They've got obviously a left armour and Abbas does his thing, and then they've got their quick in Yasir. So they're a good side. We know that. Said leading into this game, they've got some exciting bowlers. So we'll look to try and combat that tomorrow. But we'll focus on what we can do, which is obviously try and be positive and bat well. We obviously need to get off to a good start as well, which hopefully will help. Yeah, I think there's always belief. I think you have to believe. It'd be stupid coming us rocking up tomorrow thinking, if we lose 3 quick wickets, then we're done. Can't think like that. You have to believe that. You'll hear overnight a lot about the records and chases and how many times it's been chased down in the fourth innings at Old Trafford. But they're there to be broken. You've got to go out and believe that you can. There'll definitely be belief in the dressing room. There's no doubt about that. Whether it turns out that we don't chase it or we do, we'll always have the belief that we can go and do it. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, I think whenever you look at that sort of deficit in a test match, it's a big one, isn't it? I remember being part of a win at Edgbaston where we had a deficit of 100. And we went on to win the game that in 16, and that was one of my favourite and best test wins ever. So, of course, it will be a huge win if we were to be able to go and do it. Still feel like there's a hell of a lot of cricket to be played, so it's hard to be talking about the end of the game just yet, but we'll certainly give it a good go. Yeah, it is challenging. Yeah, I think as soon as we lost the toss, I suppose it was always going to be a challenging test. I suppose we always know at some point we're going to be batting on a fourth, fifth day pitch. We knew it's probably going to be quite challenging. So obviously, firstly, we need to go and get 2 wickets in the morning and keep them down as low as possible. We obviously want to try and chase as little as possible. But I think we've got to try and be proactive. I think they've obviously got 2 leg spinners in the side, and there's a little bit of invariable bounce as well. So we're going to have to play well. There's no doubt about that. But I think probably try. I mean, this is me speaking, not everyone else, but I think we've got to try and probably be a bit proactive and take the positive approach rather than sit in and kind of do it the long way. I think that would be quite a hard way of going about it. The longer you stay at the crease, you always feel there's probably one with your name on it. So I think we'll try and be positive and proactive.